Well, Megan Fox is back to her acting chops, but is this a nice return? Is it? Let's find out. So Rogue is directed by MJ Bassett, who wrote the script with her daughter Isabel Bassett, and this stars Megan Fox, Philip Winchester. And in Rogue, this movie basically tells the story of Megan Fox as a mercenary whose team gets trapped in Africa during a mission and is hunted by a lion, and they have to stop the lion and get out of the situation that they are in. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe button and the bell to get notified when new videos are up every single day, as well as I go live or do post in my community tab, because otherwise you ain't gonna get every single notification. Also, as well, if you are going to send fan mail or send money to my channel, DM me privately or email me privately and I'll get back to you. So when it comes to Rogue, I saw a post of this movie being filmed on Instagram, and so I saw the trailer, and the trailer was like, I was like, okay, this was actually pretty good. And you got Megan Fox, who, not the greatest of actresses, but she is a very attractive woman, and she's a very decent actress when you give her something to work with. But when it comes to her in Rogue, I will say that Megan Fox, she is pretty good in the role. She's solid. She does the best she can here with the material. She does a great job as Samantha O'Hara. You do get some characterization on her and her story and what she's all about. And I feel like the rest of the acting here from everyone else is also really good. But other than that, this is kind of a bit, this is a kind of a lackluster and kind of generic action film. And this is coming from a guy who likes action movies, but I will say that the action in this movie is pretty generic. This is a pretty generic action movie. I will say, direction-wise, the director does a great job. MJ Bassett, she gets some great action scenes, and she does some great job in terms of the shots of the camera with her cinematographer Brandon Barrs. And this movie is structured decently well for the most part, because the acting and the action was the only thing to get me invested into this movie. That was the only thing I thought was holding this movie together for me as I was watching it. And Megan Fox, she does have screen presence as a leading badass with this mercenary group team. And I will say that the cast and the direction does a good job there. It's just that when it comes to problems, the script is not the greatest. There is some very cheesy, weird action movie dialogue, and there is some very moments of dialogue, and you don't really get enough time to care about the rest of the teammates or the situation as they are fighting this lion that will attack you. So I will say that that is a bit disappointment when it comes to the writing part, because you expect to care about the team of people in this fight, and you do get a lot of this whole mercenary on where this lion comes from. Why is the team are in Africa? You don't really get a clear motivation on why they're going after this lion. And this movie is an hour 45 minutes, and I did find myself a bit bored by a lot of the movie. I will say that. I did find myself pretty boring for a lot of this movie. And there were times watching it, I'm sitting there like, okay, this isn't what I expected. And also, there were some moments in the editing where some of the editing is kind of choppy. There was some choppy editing in some areas when it comes to the action sequences, but I feel like that with the rest of the stuff here, comes to the action, it's like you're sitting there and it's like there's no clue on what's going on here. But other than that, I'm just sitting there like, okay, this dude, as long as the action is fine, I can get through this. Because if it hadn't been for the action, this easily would have been a automatic skip it. But at the end of the day, Rogue, I guess I could say, is a movie that has good action and it has good performances from the cast, especially Megan Fox, and decent direction and cinematography. But this is a movie that I'm not really going to watch again. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to do it and give Rogue. I'm gonna have to give Rogue a middle badly. It's not the worst movie ever, but not very memorable. So that was my review of Rogue. In the comment section down below, tell me what you guys think of it down below. All my social media links are in the description box down below. As always, you guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.